Just as we thought our drama was over, our photographer caught one of Bill's tyres tearing off the bead.
What's happening, mate?
Well, just as we got out of the top of this little rock garden here, I was trying to hook it back around onto the main part of the track. Obviously pretty low pressures because we're on such harsh rocks, and I've just managed to slip this front right off the bead.
Yeah, okay. What do you reckon? Because you've got like full front wheel up over here.
Yeah.
So what do you think? We just back her off, try and...
Stabilise it as best we can and then lift her up.
Yeah, flatten her out and try and get her back on, eh?
Okay.
Carrying recovery gear on these tracks is vital, especially a high lift jack.
Whenever you're using a high lift jack, the challenge with them is that they are inherently unstable because they are so high. So particularly when you're doing it on uneven ground, natural ground, the idea is try and make it as flat as you possibly can. And that's part of the reason why Bill's brought out this jacking plate here, because that provides a bigger, more stable base, so the ground is less likely to collapse underneath it.
So we've just noticed when we started to jack it up that the whole car is really shifting down the hill. It's a pretty gnarly angle it's on here. So what we're going to do, we're going to let it back down to the ground, let the winch out, and we're actually going to secure the Everest to the Ranger, and then we're going to pick it up again.
Securing the car to the Ranger ahead is a great way to make sure our Everest doesn't move while we're working on it.
So what we're trying to do here is use the high lift, and you can see just how much extension that's got. You could never do that on your regular vehicle jack. So now, bang, Bill, okay, we've done it. So that's just off the ground because we want to take all that pressure off the bottom so we can reseat the area around here. So now we need to pull the valve, pump a whole lot of air in nice and fast, and see if we can reseat this. Okay, so now we're going to plug it up to the air, but while we're doing that, Bill and I are going to try and place a bit of pressure around the back end of the tyre. Now, just be careful, don't ever put your finger between the bead and the tyre because, well, it might be the last you see of your finger, because when this pops onto the bead, it comes on with a whole lot of pressure. Not to mention, if it was to fall off the high lift jack, you'd be in trouble there as well. So we'll plug him up, see how we go.
Finally, we are back on track.